All right, you guys, it is finally time that I deliver to you all my 3 looks, 1 palette using the Jeffree Star Bloodlust palette that just launched. I'm sorry this video has taken me a minute to get to you, but I've had a lot of videos to do all about this, and it is time now. I am ready. I am ready to show you guys how I created these 3 eye looks that you're gonna see on the screen right here. I wanted to do kind of like a heavy purple theme because I know there's been a lot of speculation that maybe this palette isn't purple enough. So I wanted to focus on that. When I do my 3 looks 1 palettes video, I usually do one neutrally type of work-friendly, school-friendly, whatever it's called, type of look, but I kind of wanted to do a more softer purple pastel-y look for you guys today, so that's what you're going to be seeing. If you want to see a video doing like a work-friendly look, let me know. I do think this is a palette that you will have a harder time just using this palette for like a work-friendly look. I definitely think you can use some of these shades to incorporate with a neutral palette, but I think a lot of people that bought this for the purple vibes. I don't know. I'm not going to assume what you bought it for, but that's just my feeling. I mean, there's really literally 2 neutral shades in here, and then of course you can, you know, deepen up with stuff. If you want to see me do a video on that, let me know. Maybe I'll do it here, maybe I'll do it on my Instagram, wherever. Let me know if you want to see that. But like I said, today I wanted to focus on all purple and just have a purple moment. Okay, so we're gonna jump into that, but before we do, if you are new to my channel, new to my face right here, I am Ashley Ellix and I post beauty related videos here on YouTube 3 times a week, and if you would like to be notified when I post those videos, all you have to do is hit that little red subscribe button down below and then tap that bell. That way YouTube knows that you more likely want to be notified about my videos. I know it's kind of weird, they have to do the extra step, but that's just the way they changed things, unfortunately. Also, after watching this video, if you like my style of tutorials, I do have a whole playlist that I'll link down in the description box where I do these 3 looks 1 palette. A lot of them are using Jeffree Star products, so if you're interested in that, you can check it out. Otherwise, enough chit chat, enough jibber jabbing. If you are ready to see how I created those 3 looks using 1 palette, all purple themed, purple related, heavy on the purple vibes, then you're in the right place. And all you need to do now is sit back, hang tight, and keep on watching. Boop! First up, I'm going to show you how to create this really soft, pretty lavendery look, and it's so simple, you guys, but I just love it. I think it's perfect for spring and just so fresh. Oh, let's jump into it. So I just primed my eyes, and for this look, I used the ABH eye primer, and then I'm going to set underneath my eyebrow with Your Majesty. I'm going to try to. This shade trips me out, man, because it looks so gray in the pan, but it seems like it's an all right base shade. It's not my favorite type of base shade, but I mean, I know he tries not to repeat shades if he can help it, and here he has a lot of base shades throughout all of his palettes. So I'm just gonna set right under here really quick. See, it's like, is it great? I don't know. It's so weird. It's so bizarre. Maybe you just didn't really put like a lot of pigment in it so that it doesn't show up gray on the eyelids, which is, yeah, that's trippy because it's just like, it's just regular base shade. So now I'm gonna take Deviant right here on this little pointed brush, and I'm going to pop it into the crease. I'm just going to round out the crease, really simple. I'm actually going like above where my fold is since I have slightly hooded eyes, so keep that in mind throughout the video. So I'm going just right above that area. So if I put it on the crease, it'll disappear and you won't really be able to see it. Now I'm going to take this little blending brush right here. This is the Luxie 121, and I'm just going to buff that out. Oh, so cute. That is a very pretty shade. Now I'm gonna take Scandal Water, this periwinkle, adorable color. I just love that. And I'm gonna put it all on the mobile lid. Oh, that is so pretty. Oh, I love that shade. Now I'm gonna go back in with my blending brush, dip it back into Deviant, and just make sure that those 2 are nice and blended. I don't want to go too hard because that can make things a little bit patchy. I just want to gently blend it. Just do do do, do do do, do do do. Now I'm going to take those same shades and pop them onto the lower lash line. All right, so you can totally keep the look like this matte, pretty, like Cheshire Cat moment. Maybe it's because my ears headband, but I'm feeling that vibe. Or you can add some sparkle to it. So you could take whatever you want. I think I'm gonna take a little mixture of things. So let's start with take the crown, pop it right on top, I think. Maybe my finger, maybe the brush doesn't work very well. Yeah, finger is much better. Okay, I wet my brush and now I'm gonna try dipping into Beauty Sleep right here and see if that wetting brush helps. I'm gonna pop it towards the inner corner. I need to be able to use my fingers, but I can't get into my inner corner. Just kidding. Let's take Wet Jewel. Okay, this is what I'm going for. Just like this little soft, kitteny, lavendery blend with a little pop of shimmer, okay? All right, so what I would do is skip Beauty Sleep. Don't even bother with that one. Do take the crown just like in the first 3/4 and then take Wet Jewel. If you can use your fingertips, use your fingertips. That's so much easier. Or you could do what I did if you have some talons or maybe your fingers don't quite fit in that area. Wet a brush and then concentrate that and then go with your fingers to blend it out right there. That is cute. I like that. I'm gonna go throw on some liner, lashes, and face and show you the finished product. And then we'll move on to the next. All right, you guys, this is the completed look all done. I wanted to keep this look on more of like your everyday type of wearer side, more like a just touch of lavender, really pretty and very springy. I am obsessed with this, actually, as simple as it was. I think it is so pretty and just beautiful. And I just love it. And I love how simple and easy it was. This will definitely be a look that I wear more often. In case you're interested in a couple little details that are on my face, I did use the liquid lips that I got in the, you know, the Queen Bee set. And I used Scorpio and then I blended in Virginity like a lot to lighten it a lot more. And I just think that's so pretty. You know that's my favorite combo. I love it. And I topped it with Ice Cold. Now I thought this was interesting. Ice Cold was so sparkly when I put it on. And now where did the sparkles go? Is that like something I just now noticing? Like it looks so nice and then it just blends in. I don't know what that's about. Mascara is CoverGirl Exhibitionist, of course. I just love it. It lifted my lashes to the sky. I don't feel like I need to wear lashes with this. I don't feel like I have to wear lashes with anything, but I feel like this is just a nice, feathery, soft, pretty, like I said, springy pastel look, and I'm totally down for it. I have to say I'm a little bit sad. I have to go take off this eye look right now so I can do look number 2, but here you see it. There you go. Okay, moving on. I had a lot of fun with this next look, you guys. So I did my halo eye, my old standby, but I also threw some Sworn Enemy in there and it's super fun and I'm loving it. So let's go ahead and jump into the full tutorial now. All right, so I already primed and prepped my eyes in the same way I did the first look, which is the ABH eye primer and the shade Your Majesty, just right underneath the brow bone. And I'm gonna keep my lips on and the whole rest of my makeup because my lips feel nice and moisturized. So I can't be bothered taking it off right now, quite frankly. If I wanna change it at the end, you'll know. I really want to play with Dungeon and see if it comes out as plum as it's supposed to. But first, I'm going to go in with Blood Queen right here, this shade. And I'm going to take it on this little flat packing brush. I'm going to be doing like a spotlight eye because that's my fave. That's my fave type of eye. And I'm going to be putting it not on the edge, but not in the middle, just right in between the edge and the middle, you know? Right in here, that area right there. And then same thing on this side. That's gonna be like our in-between blending shade. So packing it on there and then bring it up a little bit. Right there. Looks nice and crazy. If it looks crazy, you know you're doing it right, okay? Now I'm gonna go in with Dungeon and I'm gonna lay it right on the outer and inner corners. Before I go in and start blending the shades and up here, I'm gonna do the same thing on the lower lash line because why not cut down on time, save on steps. Exact same thing, just a different part of the eye. Now I'm gonna go in with that same brush and gently kind of rock in between that, adding another dip in maybe to Blood Queen if I need to, that lighter pinkish purple one, and then I'll go in with the fluffier side of the brush and start blending out right up here. Actually, you know what? I'm gonna use my Luxie brush for that. Let's get real here. Now I'm gonna go in with a small blending brush and just blend up here so that there's no harsh lines. You know the drill. I'm not even re-dipping yet. I'm just using what I've already laid down to bring it up. Yeah, that's how much it blended without having to re-dip. So see how harsh that side looks? That looks much softer now. And then I'm gonna do the same thing on the lower lash line, of course. Now for the part that I think is the most fun to do in halo eyes, and that's the actual halo or spotlight or whatever you want to call it. And I'm gonna be doing that with some pink magic. And it surely will be magical. So pink magic, if you don't know, is this one right here, that gorgeous pink one. And let's see, I don't remember if I used this with a brush yet, so let's plop it down and see how that goes. Yeah, that's nice. I just want to wet it just to see if it changes anything. Oh, you know, Sworn Enemy would look so cool right here in the middle too. Oh my goodness, you could seriously, I know I'm trying to keep like the purple theme, but Sworn Enemy would look freaking awesome in the middle. So let's take that and then blend it out into the other shades. Yeah, the wet brush just hits different, doesn't it, with his formula. I'll gently tap that out. Oh, that's so pretty. Of course, on the lower lash line too. Okay, now I'm gonna use my finger, put some of that pink magic right on top. It just intensifies it so much more. It's crazy. So I like lay down the base with my brush and then tap a little bit on with my finger. That is so glowy and pretty. Let's do some Sworn Enemy. Let me try to see if I can do some on the bottom to create this interesting balance. It's hard with my nails though. I think that it's hard for me to get in there with my nails. Okay, wet brush is working fine. So I'm just gonna make sure that's blended out into the other shades. Of course, you can just use pink magic if you wanna keep it going down, but I think this is cool and different. Just spice it up a notch, you know? You can definitely add a little bit of Sworn Enemy in the middle like this if you want to just make it kind of unique. That kind of looks cool. Oh, you can go, you can do whatever way you want. That is fun. That is kind of fun. I'm not gonna take it all the way up. I'm just gonna pop it in the middle and then just kind of blend it into the pink magic. And then go in with Wet Jewel, of course, right into the inner corner. God, anytime I can incorporate that shade, I will. Sorry, I love it. You know what? Since my face makeup's already done, I'm gonna take a little bit and put it on my cheeks as a highlighter. It's almost like the Extreme Frost. It's like a mix of the Extreme Frost and the like ColourPop Super Shock shadows. They're really cool. And I swatched these side by side on my Instagram stories. So if you're not following me on Instagram yet, make sure you are so you can get some little bonus content over there. And I also put it on my, the YouTube community tab. I do like updates and stuff throughout the week on there too. And sometimes my community tab posts will show up in your subscription feed. So you can always check there also. Ooh. Oh, I love that. So pretty. Okay, it's time for me to throw on some lashes and liner. I think I'm just gonna keep this lip though because they coordinate very beautifully together. Really nice. So I'll be back in a second and then I'll show you all of that and tell you what lashes I pick and stuff, and then we'll go on to the third look. All right, look is all done and I'm feeling that halo spotlight glow. I am loving this look so much and it is making my green eyes really freaking pop. Hello, do you see this? Wow, that's why I love purple, you guys. Not only because it makes my like golden-y yellow undertones, just it complements very well, but it makes my green eyes just on fire. I love it. And for lashes, in case you're wondering, I use the ColourPop Falsies in Baddie. They are very fluffy. They are very here, but I think it has a nice balance to how bold the eye look is. However, if you want to do a softer lash, you will be able to see, you know, the golden-y glow a little bit better. You can really only see it when I'm like talking and my eyes are moving around since I am slightly hooded, but I don't personally mind. Just a little tip for you. I kept the lippies because yes, it has a nice balance. It complements each other very well. Call me lazy, call me what what you will, but I think it looks nice. And then on the lower waterline, just in case you're wondering, I like to kind of coordinate my colors, especially with halo eyes, because I feel like it just extends it more. So on the outer corners where I have the purple, I use the LA Girl Glide On Gel Liner in Paradise Purple. And then right in the middle, I did the Shockwave Neon Liner in Screamin'. And I just felt like it made that, you know, whatever greenish shade. I haven't memorized the names yet. Sworn Enemy shade, just to pop a little bit better. And I like that. I think it's pretty cool. Okay, we have one more look for this video. If you are ready, then let's go ahead and take a look at it. This is the last look I'll be doing with this palette today. I wanted to do a little cut crease with a little pop of red, but we still got a heavy purple vibe. And if you're ready to see that, then let's jump into it. All right, so I primed and prepped my eyes just as I did with the other two looks. I figured, hey, let's keep it consistent. So ABH eye primer, set with Your Majesty. Now I'm gonna take the shade Vivid Mood, which was really interesting when I used it the other day for the first time. It seemed to be very similar to this tone, like a pinky tone, but it looks so purple in the pan. And then this one almost looks like on the eye what this one looks like in the pan. It's really confusing. It's really weird. Is anybody else experiencing that? So I want to use it again today to see if maybe that was just a weird day, I guess. I don't know. So I'm gonna take that on this little detailing brush from Luxie. This is the 151, and I'm going to apply it just where I would above my crease, and then I'll blend out after that. Yeah, do you see how, like, it's just almost more pink? It's so weird. It looks more lavender in the pan, but on my eye it's pink. Like, those look like, I wouldn't be able to guess that those were the same thing. So bizarre, so bizarre. I'm glad that Deviant, the one that we used, what is it, on the first look that I did, that one is like a good lavender. I just don't understand. But hey, okay, let me go back to applying all this. Okay, now that I'm at the edge of my eyes right here, let me zoom in a little bit more. Come on, let's get up close and personal for this look. Now that I'm at the edge of my eye line, I'm going to kind of wing it out a little bit. So I'm gonna take that and just kind of trace the area that I'm gonna want to create that shape. And then on the other side here. Okay, and then now I'm gonna take my smaller blending brush into that same shade, and I'm just gonna buff out that line so it's nice and blended. Now I'm gonna go in with Executioner, which is the black shade that has some pink sparkles mixed in. I'm going to take it on the same brush I first laid down Vivid Mood with. I'm gonna very gently lay it down, but try to make it a little bit smaller so it's not so blown out, you know, because I want to kind of concentrate it just to deepen up that crease area. I'm almost kind of rocking back and forth with this brush. I only dipped it in the one or two times so far. You guys probably hear my cute little French bulldog snoring right now next to me. It's raining outside today. It's all cozy and he wants to chill next to me. Oh, my puppy. He's not a puppy though. He's 8 years old, but I always call my doggies puppies. That's what I do. So let me work on building this up and then we'll move on to the next step. I'm gonna use this little fluffy angle brush from Luxie now. This is the 131, and I'm just going to make sure that those are nice and blended in. I just don't want to take the black one up too high because I don't want to cover up all that purple that we already laid down, you know? Now I'm gonna go start dipping back into the Executioner shade and deepen it up even more. I know it's a little bit tedious, but it's kind of a tedious look, you know? Just going back and forth and adding and building it up until I'm pretty much happy with like the dimension of it. Winging it out, not as far as I took the purple shade, just a little bit to blend. All right, so now I'm going back in with, I know, Vivid Moon, again, detailing a little bit more just to amp up the vividness of Vivid Mood. So I've already done that side. Now I'm going into this side with the same brush I was just blending the black out with. I'm taking it right in between the black and the purple just to get that nice blend, and then kind of sweeping up a little bit so it blends back and just intensifies that purple shade. Now I'm gonna take Executioner on this little angled brush and just pop it onto the corner, connecting it to that little wing that we did. And when you pack on that shade, you can see the glitter a little bit more. Hopefully you can see that, as opposed to blending it, because blending it just kind of goes. I mean, there's a little bit in the crease, but I'm really just using this shade to just get that deepness. Adding that line out so that it makes sure that it, you know, blends into the crease that we lay down. And now I'm going to do a little cut crease so we can place down the red shade. Okay, so I'm just gonna take my ABH eye primer, but you can use concealer or whatever you prefer to use. I'm gonna use it because it's right here in front of me. Take this little tiny concealer brush, dip it into that product, and then carve out a little bit. I don't want to take it up too high. Just want a little pop of red because I really want it to focus on being purple. I also just want to see how this red shade performs, you know? All right, that's perfect amount. I'm gonna take the shade Bleeding Heart, which is the only red shade in the palette. Looks pretty nice. It looks like one of his weird formulas though. I'm gonna say that they look metallic, but they're more matte and you kind of have to like rub them in. So let's see if it works with a brush. Yeah, that's one of those weird shades where it is weird. I mean, it's going on with the brush good, which is nice. This is actually going pretty well. It's just not super metallic. I don't know, even in the pan though, it doesn't look super metallic. It just looks weird. I just don't know why he makes these formulas, to be honest. I don't think he has any of these weird matte metallic shades in Jawbreaker or the Blood Sugar palettes, which are probably my two favorite palettes from him. Maybe that's why, but I don't think he has those shades in there. These though are in Conspiracy and Blue Blood for sure, and even Mini Controversy. This formula is my least favorite of all formulas to ever exist in eyeshadows, other than just like ones that are no pigment and, you know, no payoff. I'm just talking about like good quality shadows. I wish he would just move away from using these. I'm sure there's people out there that like love this formula, but I think it's a struggle to work with. I'm happy to report I'm not struggling as much today with this shade, so that is good, but you know what I mean. I think his other formulas are awesome, and I like these newer metallics that he's doing, but this is just weird, because it's like, I don't mean to harp on this for so long, but I think it's worth noting for those of you guys who are still trying to decide on purchasing some of his palettes and stuff. This is like, is it? What is it? Why? Is it matte? Does it want to be metallic? No, it's just odd. Okay, so just make sure that blends. Yeah, that's kind of cool. Just a little pop of red. It's very villain-like, Disney villain, which I am so down with. You guys know I love Disney. And what the heck? Let's take Executioner on my finger and press a little on so we get a little bit of that glitter. Yeah, it's a little bit. It's a little bit. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and do the other eye really quickly, and I'll be back in just a sec. Do I want to add some glitter on the red? Yes, I do. Yes, I do want to. I'm gonna take Wet Jewel because you know it is so hard for me to not use this shade. It's so pretty. And do what you want though. If you don't want to add the glitter, it looks really cool as is. But let's add a little bit on top, you know? Let's just make it a little bit more glam. I actually think that makes it tie in even more because a little bit of the purpley pink vibe kind of ties in with the blend up here. And then let's take Beauty Sleep, which is right next to it. It's that lighter shade right here, and pop it in the inner corner. I cannot decide if I want to do a lower lash line shadow with this. I don't know. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go do my whole rest of my face, and then I'll decide. Once I can decide, you know, I'll think about it. I'll mull it over, and I mean, you guys already know if I do or not, but I don't know because you guys are in the future. Okay, I'll be back in a second. See you then. All right, I am back, and I thought about it. I mulled it over like I said, and I just think that this looks pretty cool without the lower lash line it being done. I like how it just looks more lifted and just pulled tight and together, and I think that because I paired it with a bold lip, it kind of has a nice balance. So in case you're wondering, I did use Blow Pony. I finally slapped it on my lips. I love it, and I put a little bit of Virginity in the middle because I am just addicted to using that to just you know, make my lips look a little bit fuller. Oh yes, and I forgot, for lashes, I use the Alter Ego lashes in the style Celeb. I am loving this look. It's super fun. I think that shade, Bleeding Heart, did surprise me a little bit. I'm glad that it was easier to work with than some of his other ones. So just to give you like my kind of a little bit more in-depth review, since I've used this palette, I think 7 times now, 7 different looks I did with this palette. I think it is very fun and beautiful. I don't have a problem creating purple looks with this. And I think that was the whole, you know, the concern about this purplish palette. Is it actually purple? So I do think that it works as purple. Like you said, I just did 3 purple looks, so you can see that, and there's lots of other ways to take it too. I think some of these shades in here are kind of misleading in a weird way, which can happen with palettes and stuff, but just like I mentioned throughout the video, like Vivid Mood looks a little bit different when you actually use it versus in the pan, and then Blood Queen is pretty much a dupe for the Mini Breaker, the purple one that's in there. I think that they are almost exactly the same. Looks a little bit more pink. I would have preferred to see him do this one, or maybe switch out a different one for like a real purple shadow, like the packaging, like the box, like all of that. I would have loved to see that, but we didn't get that, so c'est la vie. It is what it is. I knew that going into this. I love Scandal Water. I think it's beautiful. Dungeon does lean a little bit more black, but it's like almost plum, which is cool. Executioner I used on my first unboxing try-on review that I did, and I noticed the whole glitter thing. It just didn't have the oomph that it looked like it did in his reveal video. You do have to layer pack it on, and then even still, I'm just like, like almost all the glitter is gone on my eye now, and it's been, what, a half an hour since I first put it on? Yeah, I barely see any of that Executioner shade. So knowing now how it actually performs, I wouldn't purposely buy this palette just for that shade, which I know a lot of us kind of did, but it's pretty to look at. You know, I think with Pink Magic on top, that it's really beautiful. I love Wet Jewel. You guys know that. I think it's like a nice little mini, almost extreme frost. It's so pretty. So that's kind of like a little bonus in there if you ask me. Wow. Wow. Overall, I think that this palette does offer a lot of versatility. I've used Vile Serpent a few times, which is really cool, and I overall like the vibe. All right, my friends, that is it for today's video, but before you go, I would love for you to comment down below which of the 3 looks was your favorite. Which look do you think that you would like to incorporate in your day-to-day life, or maybe for a special occasion or something? If you do ever recreate one of my looks and you post it on social media, I would love it so much if you tagged me. That way I can see it and check it out and see your hard work. I love that. I love it so much when you guys recreate my looks. I think it's so much fun and it just warms my heart. I love it. You guys are awesome. If you have not yet subscribed but you want to be notified when I post more videos, go ahead and tap that little red button before you leave, and then tap that bell right next to it. That way YouTube knows that you want to be notified when I post more videos. And that's it today, you guys. Thank you so much for stopping by, and hope that every single one of you out there, every single one of you, go out there, you guys, you know the drill, and have a great, freaking awesome, wonderful, beautiful day.